SAFE is a Central Texas nonprofit dedicated to stopping abuse for everyone. Through support and housing, we serve survivors of violence and work to prevent future child abuse, sex trafficking, domestic violence, and sexual assault. At the Eloise House clinic behind me, all of the services we provide survivors are offered free of charge.
It's important for people to understand that it's not your fault if you've been sexually assaulted. And we take care of folks in a way that is very centered on them and very trauma-informed. And we provide options, and we don't have an agenda really outside of healthcare and well-being and safety. So those are the things that we like to emphasize when people come in and have questions.
We can come in and we can talk about what are your concerns, help them weigh their own pros and cons and what they're contemplating and debating about. And so if they want to report, great, we'll support that. If they don't want to report, that's great too, we'll support that too. So either way they want to go, we're going to support them in their decision.
We know what the system has to offer, and we can help people navigate those decisions. So for people who aren't sure if they want to talk to the police yet, we're happy to talk to them and answer whatever questions they might have about what that means and what that looks like, so that they can make informed decisions about what they like to do.
The first step would be to call our 24/7 confidential safe line. You can call, chat, or text. And then they will kind of help navigate with the survivor what their options are. If it's within 120 hours of when the assault happened, we can dispatch an advocate to come and talk to that individual and help them understand what all of their different options are. So they can come to Eloise House and meet with an advocate and a forensic nurse.
We sit down and have a conversation about the things that we can offer to them, and there are 5 choices that people can make. The first one is about medical care. What that looks like is antibiotics to prevent sexually transmitted infections if folks are interested in that, pregnancy prevention medication too, and a physical exam of anything that they might be concerned about. And we can do that by itself, or we can do that in conjunction with any of the rest of the things that we offer here. The second thing on our list is helping folks talk to law enforcement if they have not done so already. And when people want to, we just call 911 and an officer responds and they come in and ask some questions and kind of take it from there. The third thing that we offer to people is an evidence collection exam, and that can happen with or without law enforcement for people who are adults. Fourth on the list is support. We want to know what already exists in somebody's world and where we might be able to fill in things that are missing. The last thing we always like to offer to people is none of the above, so that they can have a graceful opt-out in case this is not the right time, or they have to go pick their kids up from school in a half an hour, or whatever the situation may be. And in those circumstances, we'll offer an appointment so that people can come back when it's more convenient, or maybe just to check in with them over the next few days and see how they're doing and if they have other questions at that point.
A survivor can have a complete evidentiary exam without reporting to law enforcement within 120 hours, that's 5 days of when the assault happened. They can have what we call a non-report exam to go ahead and gather and preserve that evidence so that it's not lost. And then they have 5 years to decide if they want to report to law enforcement or not. Meanwhile, that evidence is preserved. At any point during that 5 years, they can decide to convert that kit that was collected to a report, and then that evidence will be submitted for testing.